Okay, so for dinner today, we are making the hubby vegetable sink soup. And I am currently just chopping up some onions, and the rest of the stuff that we have I'm going to use to put it in there. I did have to run to the store to grab a few ingredients, but for the most part, you should be able to use whatever you have in your cabinet to make this one, as it is like basically you can use several different options, right, for the different kinds of vegetables. Whatever you have that you want to use, go ahead and use that, chop it up, and I will tell you what to do from here. So this is basically the recipe. We're going to get started with the ingredients. You're going to need olive oil, 1 chopped onion. I skipped the carrots and celery and I went straight to the garlic. You're going to need vegetable broth or chicken broth. I used beans, pinto beans. You'll need a can of diced tomatoes, tomato sauce, pasta, and basically that's it. My hubby does not like carrots. I mean, he doesn't like celery, and we don't have carrots, so I'm only going to be sauteing the onions for now, and I'm going to be cutting up the garlic while that is heating up. I will put that on a lower heat. I added the garlic. It's starting to smell really, really good. And you don't want the garlic to cook for too long before you add the other ingredients. So now we're going to add in the broth. You want to make sure that you add in at least 4 cups of broth. And for reference sake, if you just add 1 of these, it's exactly 4 cups, give or take. For this next part, the recipe says it's optional what kind of beans you want to add in. So I pre-made some pinto beans, and I'm going to add about 1.5 cups just to get that going. And I did not add any seasoning because I wanted the seasoning to go in the soup. Next step calls for 1 can of tomato sauce and 1 can of diced tomatoes undrained. So I just added that. Okay, it calls for 4 ounces of uncooked pasta, which is roughly about 1/2 cup. Okay, next you're going to cover it and keep it like that for about 20 minutes. The last step is add 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese, and you are good to serve. Well, it looks like I'm going to be eating dinner alone because my hubby, who's a cop, is stuck in an investigation of what they think is a murder-suicide. Yeah, that's just one of the things about being married to a cop is you really don't know what to expect or when they're going to be forced to work, you know, double shifts. So he should have been here at 5:15, but because he pulled up somebody at a traffic stop and they were going to question the guy about a missing girl who's 19. And instead of answering the questions, the guy decides to pull out a gun and shoot himself in the head. So now his sergeant is having him look for the girl's body at this guy's property, because he has 2 properties, so they think that he's hiding her body somewhere. And that's why my husband cannot come home right now. So I'm just eating dinner alone.